One of the questions that keep popping up in many of the leadership sessions that I do, including the coaching sessions that I have with executives of several organizations, including sometimes when I interact with students or with even staff of college, HODs, deans, people from all walks of life. Who doesn't have fear? People always ask, how do I overcome fear? See, overcoming fear is the other end of what we would call as a solution. But prior to that, we need to understand what actually causes fear. While there are many several reasons which are known which causes fear, there is one aspect that we need to consider here, which is one of the fundamental root causes of what exactly causes fear in people. It is what we call as belief systems. It is a belief system that has been ingrained in you from your childhood, from the books you read, from the people with whom you have interacted, the stories that you have read, everything that has come to you while you are young or even over a period of time, which has now solidified into a belief system, creates some kind of a fear. People have fear of darkness, people have fear of death, people have fear of certain heights, people have fear of closed spaces. All this comes predominantly from your belief system. While there are a couple of other reasons, one of the main reasons that you need to learn to handle is that what you consistently believe comes back and haunts you as a fear. If you believe that in dark spaces you're going to find a problem, in all probability the law of attraction works and you seem to attract some kind of a no so some kind of an image or something which pops up only for you, not for others. You find this even in many people who have this, no, I was able to see but you're not able to see. Or when people are in crowded space, if you really look back, how does a belief system build up? I am now going to a solution mode which will help you to find out what is that I can do to alter my belief system. The first thing that you need to know is that the belief system that you have developed over a period of time is nothing but a series of thoughts which have been implanted in your head from the time you are young or even at a much later age. So when the thoughts get solidified, when you repeat the same kind of thinking, if I go to dark, I'll be affected. If I go to dark, I'll be affected. If I stand in at the top of a building, I might fall down. Things like that. You see, fear also predominantly is a negative thought. The number of thoughts that are at a disposal in a day being standard, what you feed as the thinking process, as they say for computer language, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. It also actually works towards us good things on, good things out. You can see it that way. People who meditate might even say that God in, God out. If you are able to alter your thinking pattern, you will be able to alter your belief system and make it work to your advantage. If you look at anyone who is smart enough, once they understand what the actual problem is, they'll start looking at how to actually solve it. Look at what are your predominant thoughts. I always have this opposition thinking as one of the solution. Whenever next time somebody tells you something which is negative, which is demeaning, or which is causing a pattern in you which is going to develop into some kind of a fear, develop the opposition thinking like a pendulum. If you look at a pendulum, there is one end which is a negative thinking. If someone says this is going to be bad for you, immediately tell your mind, you have to be aware first. You have to be aware that this thinking which is being shared by the other person is actually negative and detrimental to your growth. You just look at it immediately, be aware of which is negative thought. If you allow it to get imprinted in your mind, it becomes like a footprint on a wet sort of a cement. If you give it time, it will get imprinted there as a permanent footprint. The best thing is that not to put a footprint, but if you have to put it, make it a positive one. The moment you are aware, think of the opposite of what the person is giving you as an input or what you yourself are thinking. If you are a student and if you're going to think, I'm going to fail in the exam, immediately switch the thinking and feed your subconscious mind, which is where the belief systems get developed and stored and then comes back to work with you. Just say that I'm going to pass the exam. If you are a person working in the office, instead of worrying that your boss is going to fire you, just say that my boss is going to be happy with me. See, positive thinking does not kill anyone. Negative thinking might, because it becomes a belief system, and then where you have to see God, you may see a ghost. Where you have to see an opportunity, you may see a problem. And finally, the belief system will manifest itself as reality in real life. If you want to create an alternative positive reality, alter your belief system. To alter your belief system, you need to alter the way of thinking. Continue to sip that cup of coffee while you're listening to this input of mine. And bear in mind, your destiny of changing anything of your belief system into a positive one is fully with you. Till we meet again in the next session, I'm signing off here. This is Prakash. See you. Bye bye.